Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is my gameplay series on Willamina Forest. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to Willamina Forest. This is episode 24. Notice I'm not saying Willamina Forest. I got two comments, which I'm surprised it took them so long to comment this. This is from Jordan and Seth, so it is pronounced Willamina instead of Willamina, and it's a logging area in Oregon. So fantastic, thank you guys for pointing that out so I can actually say it correctly. On map tours and stuff, I usually don't care too much about it because I'm doing one video on that map, but for a gameplay, yeah, I think that's kind of important. So a couple things to note. First off, I did buy a weight to put on this, and I bought the 3-point attacher here, so it's $3,050 for the weight. I bought the biggest one in Space Game, and then the attachment was $1,000. And the reason being, when I had a load of sugar beets in here, I was having trouble keeping these on the ground the whole time. It would lift them up just enough so I couldn't steer, so it's getting a little frustrating, so I put that on there. So we did end up harvesting, speaking of sugar beets, these two fields of sugar beets, so they don't have anything on them right now. We're going to extend out, obviously, as we go here. We're going to fix that up with the tractor here in a second. But so off of this section and plus this section, we got a total of 259,181 liters of sugar beets, which is fabulous. I also sold all those to the BGA, and we were working late into the night last time we got it done. We made $116,631 in the BGA. Yesterday, we made in total from harvest, we had a little bit of harvest income and then some forest income. We made $417,663. This puts us up at total just over $4.5 million, which is amazing. So well done on that. We got that taken care of. I also added in the mod for today, and this is the one I did. So let's go into the store here. Now, if we go into silos, we obviously have our silo, and then these ones will hold anything. And this one actually will hold anything as well. I didn't have to add those in, those are already in here. And then this guy right here will hold 300,000 liters of sugar beets, wood chips, or potatoes. But this guy right here I wanted added in. I added in because it's 90,000, a little bit cheaper than the other one, given it doesn't hold wood chips. It holds sugar beets and potatoes, but it's kind of like a realistic model for how it's done, more realistically, which I'm not a realistic player or anything like that, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to use. I've used this once before on a personal gameplay, and it works out fairly well. So as far as where it's going to go, I'm not 100% sure yet where I want to put it. I want to leave room for, I think, 2 of them in case I want to do more stuff. That's not good that I can't put stuff there. That's going to be a bit of a problem. I wonder why it's not letting me do that. Is it uneven? I mean, that shouldn't matter. I have place anywhere turned on, which I should, right? I have that turned on. Let's make sure. Yep, activate extended placeable. Huh. That is strange. Well, hopefully we can place more stuff around here, because that'd be kind of a bummer if we couldn't do that. I think that'd be kind of important, but so we are going to repurpose these. Actually, is our fields over here? Okay, it's mostly ready to harvest. I'm probably just going to wait until it's all done, because I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot. Maybe I'll start it. I don't know. I'll decide what I want to do. But meantime, I'm going to get these guys ready to go, and I think we're going to plant. Man, I don't know. Maybe we'll plant. We planted soy over here, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, so maybe we'll plant just canola on these 2 fields. Just throw another crop in. I don't really want the straw right now, just because that's a lot of work for not a lot of extra money, since we're not pelleting or anything like that. Oh, and the other thing. So we'll do that and get that going. I'm going to go ahead and sell off our old sugar beet equipment, since we don't need it anymore. I feel like I might have to move this guy in. We'll see in a second. All right. Might as well repair him over here. Of course, I can't sell it here. And we'll repair you, sell you. Okay, so got 63,000 for that, which is not bad. We will sell that off. We'll just do it out of here. It's not going to be that big of a deal. You right there. So we'll lose 3 grand not selling it at the store, but it's a long drive to the store. So we'll just go ahead and sell that. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to move you out of the way, actually, just in case we need to repair anything. So while I have workers doing that stuff in the background, I'm going to be up over here trying to clear out all these tree stumps that we have everywhere. Sorry, I scooped my chair up. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. So let's hop over to this guy here. Oop, I didn't want to go in the cab. I think, yeah, we'll do that there. I do that to move it around because it moves around a little bit easier if you hold it on the front. I think it's just the back of this tractor here. The 3-point's just a little bit low, which you can see how low it looks on there. I think that's not, I don't think that's lowered either. I think that's just how, yes, this is how low it sits. I wish it would sit a little higher. Okay, so we'll just make a row right up here, and then I can landscape to finish it off. Perfect. And then I believe these guys are going to need plowing. They should, because yeah, we just did sugar beets on them. So they'll need plowing as well. So after we get this done, I'll turn off the create fields portion. And I'll hire this guy to plow these 2 fields. I'll probably put him to the top one while I landscape this bottom one, and I'll go around and put the grass along the edge and stuff like that, make it nice and pretty. So we have a nice big nice field over here. I don't know, a lot of nice in that sentence, but it's fine. Okay, perfect. That should do it. Just a little bit further to make sure. And turn off create fields on that. Make sure it's off. Yes. Okay. I hate it when I don't hit the button hard enough or something, or I think I hit it or turned it off, and then it's all over the place making fields where I don't want fields. So we will do a time lapse at some point in this, probably just to do a little bit of a road upgrade, I think, again, just because I want to get those done. But yeah, so the plan today in game: clear the stumps out, get this baby harvested, hopefully, get these fields refurbished and replanted, and yeah, we might do a time lapse today, or we might wait till tomorrow. I might do it at noon today. We'll see. So anyhow, that is the plan. I will see you guys later on. All right, we're back in already. I forgot about the maintenance. I just rolled it off camera just to see. We got, oh gosh, I think those are the only 2 of the case in the whatchamacallit, our Tiger Cat. Yeah, okay, let's go vehicles. Go to the top here. The case, the FDR, and nothing else. Okay, so oh goodness. Actually, the case might be okay. Let me see what I rolled here for the case. The repair chart. Oh, it didn't. It's not pulling it up. Okay, let me. I wonder why I didn't pull it up. Huh. Very interesting. I will open it here in Microsoft Word since it's not pulling up on here. Oh, that's right. I moved the file locations again. That's why it's not doing it. Let me go down here and see if I can't find it. It's not in there. Okay, let me go open. So one of them we rolled a 13 for the case and a 2 for the FDR. I think the 13 were safe. If I remember, there's only 12 things on there. Let me see here. I think this is it. Yeah, so number 13 were safe. Okay, but the FDR is a dead battery. So now the way I did this is there's 2 options here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I will flip a coin to find out if we need to recharge the battery or replace it. If we need to recharge it, because some of these have 2 effects, we need to recharge it. It doesn't cost us anything. It just costs us 2 hours time. If we need to replace it, costs us 2 hours time, but $3.50. So I'll figure that out. And yeah, so I'll let you guys know what the outcome of that was later on. But I totally forgot about the maintenance, and I didn't want to forget about that again. So now I will keep working, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, folks, it has not been too long. And actually, hang on one second. What are you doing? You need to be working. You're not done yet. Field's still got another row to go. So we didn't have to replace the battery, but that was at 8 o'clock when we determined that, so it didn't cost us anything. So it's 10 o'clock now, or just past 10 o'clock, so we can use the FDR now. I haven't even had the chance, though. I'm trying to get everything else done, but I did purchase a new seeder, as you can see here. I sold the other one for 10 grand, and then I bought this one. So this is, if we go under here, this is the Lemken, which is a 12-meter seeder. It's not a direct drill, which I know. This is the one I like to use. It's 9 meters direct drill, also fertilizes, which this one does not. But I hadn't used this one in a long time, so I figured I'd try it. I wanted to kind of maybe go this one, but I thought that might be a little too big, even though that direct drill. So eventually we'll probably upgrade to there. But yeah, so I bought this guy. I was between this guy and this guy. The reason this guy, because I haven't used this guy in a little while either. excuse me, I use this on no man's land, so I want to do something different on here. So I figured I'd just go for the limpkin. I don't really mind plowing or cultivating in between each one. So yeah, here we go. And this thing holds a boatload of seeds, well, plus the seed tank on there. So get you hired to go. So this won't take any time at all to plant. It used to take us forever to plant with our small seeder, so this is going to be a big improvement for us. You're done there. Let's get you working. Oh, speaking of solid fertilizer, actually, we need to buy some more because we only have 600 liters left. So let's go down here. Yes, this is what we're going to buy it. Sugarcane. Limestone. Solid fertilizer. There we go. Bulk. 4,100 for 4,200 liters. But that's actually a really good price. We won't wrap it. We'll buy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll just buy 8 of them. So 8 times 4, what's that? 16, 32, 64. So 64,000 plus liters of fertilizer. That should get us for a long time. So yeah, it's just nice to stock up when we have the money. So we'll do that. Get this bottom field fertilized, and then this guy, once they're done seeding this one, they'll get. He's down the hill pretty far there, but is he still making the turn okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. I think the tracks are helping, or not the tracks, the tires are helping a little bit with that, but okay, I'll get this guy seeded. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, let you know I am getting, or I did get a new seeder, not that I am going to get one, I already have it. So anyhow, I will keep going here. There's a little bit of a flaw down at the end of this field that I just messed up, so I'm not going to go fix it probably because it's not that big of a deal. But I did lime this whole field, even though the end portion was the only part that needed limed. Just because that way, next time it needs lime, it'll be the whole field again. So that way, I just like to have it all one. It's kind of like an OCD thing of mine. But, okay. That's where we're at. I'll keep working, getting these 2 fields canolaed up, and then hopefully get that other one harvested. And then I do want to, by the end of this episode, extend this field down if I can, and get sugar beets in a bigger field down here. So I'm not too worried about rushing to harvest that, because it's going to be a little bit before I can get all this done. So that's kind of the goal. So I'll probably bring you guys back in. My guess would be actually you guys will come back in for a time lapse. So if I bring you guys back in, it'll probably be for a time lapse next, unless something else happens. But yeah, it'll probably be for a time lapse where I'll go do a little bit of an upgrade or do a little bit of work, which I think I'm just going to kind of do regularly on each episode. So yeah, I'll see you guys for that time lapse. All right, so we got ourselves some progress a little bit here. So to get this field just continued as it is, we need to take out a lot of these trees out here, as you can see by what we got going on. So I'm going to work on that today as well. We may not get the field completely extended this episode, but we'll see what we get done. Obviously, that's not ready to harvest over here yet, so hopefully that's soon. I'd be careful I don't paint on it or anything like that and kill it. So yeah, I extended the road down to here and then bumped it over that way. Yeah, that's what I got going on for now. I am a little concerned, obviously, that we can't place things here. And I don't know if is that uneven or something? I don't know. It's very strange. But we will, I'm going to move that, but we will extend this down this way. We'll flatten that out down to there. And then I think actually I could work on this right now. Well, maybe we flatten it out first because that's a little bit low. But yeah, this essentially is hopefully going to go and just connect up right there. Well, I painted a little bit on accident, but yeah, so hopefully connect up right there. Maybe I'll make it so it loops a little bit as well to make it a little bit easier for trucks and stuff to turn on there. But that's the plan. After we get this whole field extended, I wouldn't say after we harvest it, but after we get extended, we'll put grass around the edges as well to kind of tidy it up and make it look real nice. But I am pretty happy with how the farm is kind of turning out. But yeah, that is concerning. Let me see if I can't place, can I just not place anything? Oh, that is... I can do it over here. There shouldn't be anything in there. Yeah, that's strange. There's nothing really... I don't know if that works its way up. I think that does a little bit, but... There I got... Okay. I'm adjusting the height a little bit for some of it, so I'm getting a little bit more green in there now. Okay, there might just be a weird area. It might just be a landscaping issue. Turn that off. So I don't know where this episode's going to end up. Probably once the harvest is ready to go, I'll probably keep you guys in here while I harvest it, or at least for part of it, and I'll tell a police story while we do the harvest. As you saw with the time lapse, we finished the road from here to here, so that road's done. I want to start working our way over here and maybe set something up over here or something like that, but I'm not sure yet what I want to do with that, so we'll see. And there's more upgrades I want to add to the town, but that seems to be the primary area for the town here, obviously, with everything going on around there. But that doesn't mean to say we can't extend it out and do other stuff around here. So, yeah, that's what we're sitting at. I think... I don't know. We'll see. I have an idea for a mod tomorrow. I'll bring it up if we end up... I'll bring it up if we end up getting to tomorrow, which I'm sure we will in this episode. There's no way we're going to finish it out in the last bit of today. But, yeah, it's just an update. So I got all those, which took forever to get all those stumps out of there, but I got all those stumps out of there. We may do some landscaping depending on how we're sitting with money. Do we have anything actually in storage that we can sell? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Okay, so we don't have any crops in storage. We'll see what we get off of our soy field. I'm hoping we do pretty good. These fields down here are planted with... canola and are good to go, and I finished up landscaping that, which I guess we can go look at that real quick. So I did it a little bit differently over there. Again, got the grass around the edges, as you can see on each side. It's a little weird because certain parts were fertilized, certain parts weren't. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna have a road go around. I hate this little area here, but I can't mess with it. I think I'll just leave grass around the back, and I might extend this to make this all grass, but I kind of like having the road there. Maybe actually what I'll do while we're here, oops, let's do this. Just extend that over a little bit, just down a little bit. Yeah, just so that kind of goes to the end of the field. But okay, so that's what I got for you guys. I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, folks, it's finally ready. It's only 7:28 at night, so go figure. Of course, it took that long to get ready, to be all ready to harvest. So we'll head out and harvest it now. It might be a little dark, but it'll all work out. I'll tell a police story while we're going about it. I got a good one I thought of to tell today, so I'm pretty excited to tell this one. Oh, anywho, I didn't get really a lot of forestry done, so we still have a lot of work to do on that. I don't know if we'll even get that done this episode or not, but that's the goal. At least we got a new seeder, so we did something at least a little bit exciting today. But anyhow, we'll get this guy going. Beautiful. We should get a good yield off of this, I would imagine / hope, because if we can make some good money off of this, that'll help us out quite a bit. We're still doing, I mean, we're at 154,000. We're not doing bad on money by any means, but it'd be nice to have some better steady income sources. But Anyhow, so occasionally I get dispatched to like burglaries or burglaries in progress, or people that sometimes I get dispatched to like an alarm that'll go off, and a lot of times it's a false alarm and whatnot like that, but occasionally it's real. This is one where actually it wasn't an alarm that went off, but these people, this is in the middle of the night. Well, not in the middle of the night, it's probably close to 1 a.m. So these people at a bar saw someone like a half a block away break into a building. Like they saw them like bust in through the window and go inside the building. Yeah, and it was it was interesting. So they call this in, give us a description. So we get there and we set up a perimeter around the building. They're like, yeah, we went. And then we sent another officer to go talk to the person who called it in. They're like, yeah, they're still in there. And the way the building was set up, there actually wasn't an exit on. There's only the one way in and out, because it was like a big block building, part of like our downtown or whatever. So it was like a big block building. So there's no exit out the back. Which, regardless of whether or not that's safe or allowed, I don't know, but that's not my job to judge that. So anyhow, we set up a good perimeter. We get ready to go, and we're trying to figure out, because the door was locked, we're trying to figure out how the guy would have like broken in. And then we realized the window on the front door was like plexiglass, like it was like a more plastic-based glass or whatever. It wasn't like real glass, so it wasn't like breakable. But I looked around the edge and I saw that it had been kind of pushed off of its seal, so it wasn't sealed anymore. And so what I noticed with that is like you could easily push it away from the door enough to get in, and then just push it back up against the door so it didn't look like anything had happened. So anyhow, we're pretty sure someone's still inside, so we go ahead and we make entry. We were able to get the door open because I was able to push the plexiglass out of the way and unlock the door, which was like, I don't know why the other person didn't do that, but I unlocked it. You had to unlock it from the inside unless you had a key, so it's like, okay. Yeah, so we get inside and we're searching it slowly, methodically. It's a fairly large building, and there's a lot going on in it, so it takes us a while. I think there's 4 of us inside, 2 teams of 2. Normally you don't want to spread out like that. You want to all kind of stay as a group. But with the building layout, we left kind of 2 people behind to guard the stairs for the upstairs, because we determined that was the only upstairs. It was right by the front door. Well, 2 of us searched the bottom floor, and after we finished searching the bottom floor, like 20 minutes later, we went and regrouped, and then we all went upstairs. And then we searched the rest of the upstairs, but we find one door that's a bathroom with the door closed and locked and the lights on. So it's like, okay, well, that would be kind of strange for someone to just close that, lock it, and leave for the night. So we figure at that point, we're like, okay, if someone is inside, they're probably most definitely going to be inside this room. So we're like, well, we don't want to break the door down if we can avoid it. So we start getting, we switch around. So normally when you're searching a building, you have your firearm out because you're just prepared for the most extreme threat. Because searching buildings is extremely dangerous. A lot of officers are injured or killed every year because of that. So you're very careful when searching a building because you don't really know what you're looking for, what you're going into. I mean, you're looking for people, obviously, but you don't know what they're going to be doing, if they're hiding or they're waiting to ambush you or they're supposed to be there. So you just kind of have to be ready for anything. But anyhow, so I ended up switching to taser, and then another officer switched to something else. That was, I think someone went to OC spray, and then we had 2 that were, or one was hands, one was like OC spray, one was taser, and then one was lethal cover. So one person had their gun out just in case the person inside had a deadly weapon, and then someone had OC, I had taser just in case it was a non-lethal situation where we could apply those real quick. And then someone else was hands, which what that basically means is they're going to grab the person, they're going to handcuff the person, while the rest of us have tools in our hand. So they didn't have anything in their hands. So, and they also were the one that opened it. So we found, like, they actually, it was really clever. They took one of the pens they had on them, because we carry pens, because we write stuff, take notes and stuff when we're interviewing people and whatnot. So they took one of their pens apart and took the center, like the ink center of it, and then they're able to stick that in the middle of the door in order to pop the lock open. So they pop the lock open, and then we get ready, we go 3, 2, 1, and then we open the door, and sure enough, there's someone sitting in there on the toilet that's, well, we figured out later they're extremely intoxicated, and they weren't supposed to be there. Shocking. So anyhow, we drug him out of the bathroom, we handcuffed him, no one was hurt, really no force other than dragging him out of the bathroom had to be used, and they weren't injured or anything. Transported them to jail. They thought they were at their apartment because they were so intoxicated, so they ended up getting arrested for burglary. But anyhow, so yeah, that's what happened there. I thought that was kind of an interesting story. I haven't found, I'm trying to think how many people I found. I've only found a couple inside of buildings. I've searched a lot of buildings, but it's very rare you find someone inside, actually. So probably out of all the searches I've been a part of, we've only probably found a handful of people. Yeah, because most of the time it's a false alarm and you're just searching for whatever reason, or they're usually gone, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But, oh boy. Anyhow, that was, figured, a kind of an interesting story to share. Let's see how we're doing here. So we're only at 5,000 liters, and we've done that much. So we're probably looking at, what, 5, 10, what am I thinking? 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe 30,000? If we get 30,000, I'll be happy. Oh man, and we're gonna sell it tonight. If that price is still sitting up there, I will bring you guys back in to sell it. But we'll get this going. This is my goal tonight, is to get this taken care of, and then I have a mod to enter in for tomorrow, and then we'll do the maintenance again, of course, which I don't think anything new is gonna need maintenance by the time we get to tomorrow. All right, 38. Yeah, just the case. That case is so close to being up to needing 2 rolls, which would be kind of crazy. So. Okay, so I'll keep you guys in there for that in the morning, but I'll get this harvested. These guys are growing up just fine, and then we may just for the interest of getting something going, we might actually just plant sugar beets on the top portion of this just to have something growing on there while we wait to get this extended, because I don't think we're going to get that done this episode. But let's go over to... So it doesn't need... Oh, you guys need weeded. I need to go take care of that as well. So I'll get those guys weeded as well tonight while we got the harvest going on. Yeah, so I'll get them weeded, harvest going on here. Nothing needs to happen over here other than it needs to be basically cultivated, which we don't have actually. You know what? Let's look at some cultivators here. If we go to the garage, you have, okay, 435 horsepower gives us quite a bit of room to work with here. So let's go look at some cultivators. I got a few mods I want to add in, so I'm ready to go with that, but we could do a disc harrow too. That's 8 meters, 400. That's pretty extreme. That one's obviously gonna be a little too big for what we got. 6 meters wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it would. These work at 9 miles an hour, which is nice. How much do the disc harrows work at? Oh, they work at 10. Ooh. Oh yeah, wait a second. We do have one. We have this guy. I totally forgot we had that guy. We could get a bigger one though. What does that one work at? 6 meters. That's also 6. That's 4. That's 8.3. That requires a lot. We're getting up into pretty good horsepower. That's a good one there, actually. 400 horsepower. We actually could pull that one pretty well. And that's a 16 meter disc harrow there. We might get that to match our cedar. That might be something kind of cool. Maybe we'll get that later on. But we have the one we have now, so I think we'll work with that. I'm probably actually going to end up using the case. Let's get you going. And then yeah, I'll have you work on cultivating just because you have some pretty good tires. Which I know that means probably by tomorrow. We're pretty close. You might actually be over. So we'll see if you get 2 rolls tomorrow or not. But all right, let's grab. I totally forgot we bought this. I always think of. I mean, we have. I guess this technically isn't as wide as the plow that we have, so we could use the plow. But this thing works at 10 miles an hour versus the plow works at, I think, 7. So I think this is probably just a better option to get this going right away. Probably turn this off, so turn that on so I can see a little bit better where I'm going. All right, field edge here. Yeah, the harvester's made plenty of progress for you to start on this. Let's get you over a little bit more. I'd like to get this planted tonight, so let's go get where are all my tractors? They're both right there. Let's get you. We'll have you go do some weeding here. Sorry guys, I know this is at night, but where do we have the weeder? All right. Another thing to note too, well, I guess I'm driving around that I can bring up is I do have my second channel going now. I talked about it last episode about posting some videos on here that weren't Farming Simulator related, and I ended up deciding just to do all my non-Farming Simulator stuff on a different channel entirely. So now if you are here strictly for farming stuff, you don't have to go subscribe to that one or even pay attention to that one at all. But if you do want to watch me play other games, then you can do that. So I figured that was just kind of a good middle ground there. I don't think we can destroy this right now. Are we? Nope, we're not. Perfect. It's always a risk. You just got to drive over it and just bite the bullet and see what happens. But yeah, so it's called Gamer Cop. It's going to be hopefully linked on my channel. So hopefully that that'll be a good place for you guys to locate it if you want to go subscribe it. Yeah, if you do want to go to subscribe to that, obviously go subscribe. That will support me on there as well. It'll be more laid back. I'll still try to post videos 6 days a week and not on Sundays. They'll probably be generally shorter videos, probably 20 to 30 minute videos on just whatever game I'm playing at the time. I'll probably only do one game at a time on there, but I'll do all sorts of different games eventually. But right now I'm playing Fishing North Atlantic, which recently came out, which is a fishing simulator, which I think is actually, it's a really, really fun, really addicting game. So that's what I've been playing right now on there. But okay, guys, so I think the plan, obviously after I get all this stuff done and hopefully get this seeded tonight, but we'll see as far as stuff goes, and I'll bring you guys back in to sell those if we sell those tonight, which I'm sure we probably will, because that's probably going to top out pretty high. It's probably going to do it tonight. Hopefully we have enough time to do all this stuff tonight, but that's the plan. So I will see you guys either later tonight or in the morning. So either when we're selling or when it's the morning time. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, quick update. We are going to sell here in just a second, but to go to the map here, I have the truck heading to the store to pick up all the fertilizer since we have the last of it in our fertilizer spreader out here. They are working on planting this up. Once they're planted, I'll throw another layer of fertilizer down. These two fields have been weeded. So these ones are good to go. I mean, I missed that little section. I'm not too worried about it though. So these guys are good to go till harvest. And this we should be getting pretty close. And then I'm sure the weeds won't pop up tonight. They'll probably pop up tomorrow. So we'll head out there in the morning and get them weeded. I put the weeder out there so that way I can just grab it and go on. But this guy will hang out until this guy is done planting and then throw down a second layer of fertilizer. That seems to work pretty well and allowing us to do them back to back really quick. So well, there goes the truck heading off to the store. Let's see, you didn't have your lights on for a second, but you had them on. So, okay, the price we are getting here, it stopped at $19.63, and actually it's gone down 1, so we definitely need to sell. So that's a really good price for soybeans. So I'm pretty excited about the amount we should get. We should get close to, what, 50,000 maybe? Close to 50? We'll see. Oh, bumped us forward with the trailer a little bit. 51,514. All right, off of this one field, we made 51, but again, also too, if you think about the sugar beets we're making off of these two, well, off of not even this whole field, this down to here, these two fields up to there, we got 116,000. So even though sugar beets aren't necessarily selling for as much, it's just because they're such high yield, we're making really good money off of them. So we're going to pay off that harvester no time at all. We're going to get more off of this with sugar beets than we did over here too. So we're probably going to get, I guess it'd be $160,000, $170,000 worth of sugar beets off of that field. So we are doing a-okay. But I think I'm going to leave you guys until the morning. And then in the morning, I think we will... Gosh, let me look at how much time we got in this episode. You know what? Actually, I think I want to start off the next episode in tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be a good way to start off the next episode. So I actually do think I am going to wrap up this episode here on that note. We just passed midnight as well. So actually, before we go, we can do this, I think, is okay. Yesterday, today we don't have any income, right? Oh yeah, oh I guess technically we made that, some of it, that's funny, some of it we made yesterday, some today. That's funny. I don't care who you are. Ooh, I thought that was contracts income. I was like, we haven't done any contracts, nor are there contracts, but okay, let's add this up. BGA income 116 631 plus 32,948, which is half of our soy, or not even, a little more than half probably. We didn't do anything else yesterday, so it should be, ooh, clear. Hold on. Oh, that's right. Struggling to use a calculator. Okay, there we go. 149,579 total income. So let me write that down on our sheet. That's day 31 was yesterday, so 149,579 plus the 4.5 million. 4536001. So total so far that we've made on this gameplay series, $4,685,580, and that's all just, I mean, not profit or anything. That's just total income from selling goods, I guess I should say, that we produce. So that's pretty good. Off of this chunk of land, we've made almost 7 million, or almost 7 million. Geez, almost $5 million. So next episode, I think the goal will be to extend out this field and get that done. So I think that's a good goal for the next episode. But yeah, while we're driving back, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop, guys. Thank you for coming and watching.